It's a new day. It's a new chance to Tron some people out. Let's do it. Salutations, everyone. Welcome to another Pauper video. My name is Pietro, and for today's video, I wanted to play Tron, and I want to play Big Tron, Green Monster Tron. And this is a list that probably most of you are going to be familiar with. There's nothing super spicy here. It's more or less the traditional Monster Tron lists. I have a bunch of big creatures here. I want to assemble my Tron pieces, and I want to go to town on my opponents. The only changes that I would like to call your attention to is that I am actually playing a little bit of a lands package here. I have Haunted Fangraph as a way to recur a creature from the graveyard, especially good in grindier matchups. And even if it is random, most of our creatures sort of do the same thing, so if I get to recur one of them, great. And I'm also playing the Singleton Sagittarius Step, which is a card that I really like. When you pair this with Crop Rotation, it becomes a protection spell, it becomes a combat trick, an unblockable thing. It's just overall really good. The problem is, sometimes you draw this and then it sucks, but that's why we have 3 Crop Rotations to get rid of it. And I am also playing a 5th Chromatic Sphere effect, or Chromatic Star effect, rather. And I'm playing the 5th one because I did have to go down on green sources to make room for these cards. And since I did that, I wanted to have a little bit of extra consistency for the early game. And then in the sideboard, I have a Bojuka Bog for the lands package, and then I got a Pulso Murasa for grindier things, a couple Heritage Reclamations because they're just very good all-around answers to artifacts, enchantments, graveyard stuff, and etc. I have the full 4 Relic of Progenitus, not only because of Spy, but mostly because of Terror. There's a lot of Terror flying around. The 4 Fangor Marauders for the very aggressive, like, red decks, and also just for affinity and things of the like. It's pretty good most of the time. And then I have 3 Ulamog's Crusher in the sideboard, and I believe I'm going to bring these in when I want the higher consistency of threats, but I don't want things like Boulder Branch Golem, because Boulder Branch Golem is not card advantage. And in the situations where you need your threats to work, I would rather have a non-card advantage threat that just takes over the game and completely buries your opponent, rather than one that just sort of, gains you some life when it ETBs. So that's going to be the deck. No super deep dive here. I don't think we need to. Let's just get into the matches and see if we can Tron some people out. Hey, just wanted to plug my Patreon real quick. I recently started it, and if you're interested in watching more of my content, there are always exclusive videos over there, at least 1 per week, and all the content that I release is going to be released there a week in advance before we're being released on YouTube. So if you just want to help out, support me, enjoy what I do, or if you got a spicy deck that you want me to try out or maybe try to improve, hit me up. Thanks. All right, welcome here to round number 1. We are on the play against Pilopanga. This is a hand that actually, yeah, I think I'm gonna keep this. It is not super consistent in the sense that, yes, I only have 1 Tron piece and I have a Sagittarius Step in hand. Maybe I should have mulliganed it. I don't know. Now that I'm talking about it, I don't love it anymore. But I do have a Chromatic Star, which allows me to go like Ancient Stirrings. I could go Rumble on 2, actually, instead of these Stirrings. We're gonna see how it goes. But I am pretty happy with any hand that can offer me Tron on turn 3. And I believe this one has the potential to do so. Well, we're gonna figure that out. I don't have a monster just yet, but I have 2 cantrips that might help me find it. Okay, so are we against Spy? Seems like we are. Okay, so Generous Ant hits the bin, and there's a Troll of Khazad-dûm cycled. Okay, so 2 lands out of the way already. I am gonna pop this right now for green. Let's see what we get. Okay, we got an Expedition map. That's not bad. So, would I rather go... So there's quite a few ways that I can play this out, right? I could crop for another Tron land, play the map, and then I guarantee that I hit Tron on turn 4. But this is a matchup where I don't think I'm gonna do great. And just to confirm, the Bojuka Bog is in my sideboard. It is. So unfortunately, the crop rotation does not represent a Bojuka Bog here. I do think I'm just going to go for the Malevolent Rumble and try to be mana efficient. That's cool. So I found an Urza's Tower. That's nice. And I am going to have Tron by turn 4. Unfortunately, we are playing against a deck that can straight up kill us on turn 4. There's a Swamp. Gate Creeper Vine. Yes, sir. Okay, another Rumble doesn't do a whole lot here. Let's play the map. And yeah, play the tower. So I don't have colored sources here, which is a bit of a letdown. Sagu, gonna get the 4th land. Winding Way. Yeah, they just have the spy. We are probably just gonna, I mean, not necessarily because they need another creature, but I'm not feeling great about my odds here. The lack of the main deck Bojuka Bog is immediately costing us what could be a win. Nice, we just drew the Urza's Mind. Thank you, deck. So let's cast the Wretched Griff. Okay, that's good. So I get to play the Chromatic Star here. Honestly, if they had shown me that they had Mesmeric Fiend, I would leave the crop rotation in hand to make them think like we have an answer. But I think that with the current situation, I'm just going to go Ancient Stirrings here. Splicer's not bad. I could have gone Malevolent Rumbo too. Sure, I'll just take a Maelstrom Colossus. Unfortunately, I just think we're going to die. I think my opponent is going to go, like, any creature this turn, and then they get to spy us the turn after. And I don't really think there's anything that I can do about it. Oh, they did have a Mesmeric Fiend. Dang. Okay, so I am almost sure they'll just take the crop rotation, because that potentially represents a Bojuka Bog. Yep, Overgrown Battlement, sure. So I don't think there's a lot that I get to do here. Let's just Maelstrom Colossus, and then hopefully I get to hit something that generates mana. Okay, our draw is not bad. Okay, so I guess I'm going to Forest Cycle here, grab a forest, play it. But now I'm pretty sure our opponent knows that they are clear to go for the combo, because they're just going to have the mana and they can just Balustrade Spy and whatnot. Oh, they have another Mesmeric Fiend. Dang. All right. Whoa, so their hand was really good. Really interactive. Yeah. Is there anything that I should look out for here? Not really. Yeah, there's the Masked Vandals, which are to be expected. It is interesting to know that they are a 4-color thing. 4-land build, not 5 or something else. So, Heritage, Reclamation come in. I'm going to have a bunch of things to bring in. I don't really need the Sajiri Step, I don't think. I don't really need the Haunted Fangraph. I am going to go down on lands for this one. Bring in the Bojuka Bog. And I do want the Crushers as well. So we're going to have a lot of things to bring in. Now let's think about this. Boulder Branch, don't care. Maul Splicer, don't care. I want the Relics, I want the Heritages, I want the Crushers. Yes to all of that. Bramble Worm is just a big dude that attacks. I don't think I can gain enough life to go past what my opponent is going to try to do. So the Wretched Griffs are sort of weird, right? Maybe I want to cut those as well. This is so weird. I'm cutting so many threats. I cut 8 threats from the deck. So I might be in a situation where these are my only beatdown cards. I think I'm going to be fine with it, because the Wretched Griff, like, generating card advantage is not the most important thing in this matchup. What do I want to do in regards to this? So I do have a Reclamation. I do have a Crop. I have the mana to cast it. I think I mulligan to 6 first. Yes, this is slightly better. So keep. I'll get rid of a Brambleworm. And then I'm just going to go for the Candy Trail play. Let's scry. Do not want the Crusher just yet. Do I want this Expedition map? I think I would rather find something else first. Like, give me another piece of Tron, and then I think I'll start thinking about something like a map. Okay. So let's cycle the Generous End, grab the Forest, play it, play the Stirrings. Dang, that's a lot of cards that I might want here. So I could make an argument for all of these cards. I think I just go with the Mine. Yeah, I think I'll just go with the Mine here. Even though Relic of Progenitus is really good, if I play it, there might just be a Mesmeric Fiend in my future. Wall of Roots. Okay. Another Generous Ant gonna be cycled. Thank you, deck. I'll just play this because they know about it. So let's rumble. Can I find another relic, please? No, can do. And now they see that I have Heritage Reclamation. Let's go for the Chromatic Star. Pass the turn. Dang, they just had all of it. All the lands. Winding Way. Okay. What'd you find? Oh, you just have the Mesmeric Fiend too this turn? Dang. Okay, so wait. These have all gone. The Stampede found the Mesmeric Fiend. Was that it? The Winding Way? Fiend lot, let my grant. Okay, so this is here. All right. So we top deck the thing. Let's crack a Candy Trail. Okay. Unfortunately, I'm 1 mana off of that. Let's just do this right away. Keep digging. Nice. That's what I want to see. So there's the relic. Save targets, target you, and pass the turn. So I'm feeling confident now. They can't kill me this turn. They are gonna need to find a Masked Vandal to do that. Not to kill me this turn, but to be able to get through. Quirion Ranger, Overgrown Battlement, Masked Vandal, and Saga Wildling. So they did find one. Okay, you're not gonna go for it just now. Okay. So they didn't find the Spy, which is my one consolation here. 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 11 mana total. So let's kick it off with a Candy Trail. Yes, I want the Heritage Reclamation. Don't need this. Play the Urza's Mine. Oh, but then I don't know if I get to play the Crusher, right? So I play the Crusher. I don't have mana to draw into the Heritage Reclamation. And if my opponent has Vandal and Spy in hand, I die. That doesn't feel great. I guess I am once again passing the turn then. 6, 7, 8. Yeah. I don't know if I'm playing too chicken here, but I think this is the correct line that I want to take. Quirion Ranger comes down. Yes. Unfortunate, but yes. So now I did want that second creature, huh? Sure. Masked Vandal comes down. Targets the relic. Let's pop the relic. Oh, I should have brought in Pulso Murasa too. Pulso Murasa would have been a good one. Do you also have the Spy? Dang, dude. That's a heck of a draw, eh? Okay. And I think I am actually still dead here. Because my opponent gets to go double Dread Return, right? No, wait, hang on. So I know that one of the Dread... I know that one of the Lot-Led Giants is in their hand, right? So look at this. Hey! We got there. Look, I think my opponent misplayed that one. Because as soon as they cast Mesmeric Fiend and saw that I had a Crusher in hand, I think it was very clear to them that they shouldn't go for it. Because, like, I kept a card on top, didn't draw it, didn't play my Crusher. I think that was pretty clear. But I'll take the win. I don't mind it. And let's try to do that again. And what am I cutting here? So I don't want to cut the relics. I don't want to cut any sort of graveyard interaction type of thing. Do I cut another threat? Cut like a Brambleworm? You know what? I'm here to hate on Spy, so let's try to do that. So this is Relic, Star, Crusher. I have 2 cards that don't really do a whole lot. I have a Bog that I don't want to have in my hand. I think this is a mulligan. This is so much better. I even get to put my Bojuka Bog away. Heck yeah. Yeah, let's go with that. And having the Relic on turn 1 means that it's going to be harder for my opponent to be able to Masked Vandal it out of play. Because I can just start doing the thing and exile their cards. This is a very good hand, I feel like. So there's a Swamp and a Land Grant. Let's see what my opponent has. They do have the Masked Vandal. So I'm now in a situation where they can Masked Vandal me on turn 2, which is rough, right? Because they get to cycle the Generous Scent, and then they get to play, and because they had a Land Grant on turn 1, they still can do the thing. So how do I want to play this? Do I just want to throw down a map as a bait? Yeah, let's throw down map as a bait. Because then next turn, I can go Relic, and I can hold up the mana to sacrifice the Relic once it gets tagged. by the Masked Vandal. Probably just gonna go Gate Creeper Vine here, I feel like. Just Winding Way, sure. So Winding Way is gone. My opponent draws 4 cards. That feels nice, sure. So it's a bunch of nothing at least. There's no Vandals, there's no Mesmeric Fiends, and there is no Spy. They discarded the Gate Creeper Vine. All right. So let's go Tower. Do I pass the turn here? So let's think about this. If I pass the turn, I have Tron on turn 3, but then that Tron could either be channeled into a Maelstrom Colossus or the things that actually do something in order for me to win the game. Yeah, I think my chances here are the best if I take off turn 2. Roots. No, I don't even have Tron next turn. Never mind. Sure. They played the Forest. Okay. Crack this. Yeah, I do need to plan out my turn 3 regardless. So let's grab a mine. Okay. Play the mine. Play Candy Trail. Nice. Heritage Reclamation is good. I do want to draw that. Do I want to draw the Stirrings? Probably not. I think I just play the Relic. I can activate it already. Save some headache. I could die next turn. They do have the mana to do everything they need if their draw was specifically Spy. So 3 mana I have. I don't think I'm playing the map because I might need to do some weird things here. They didn't do they not have a Generous End? Did I see that wrong? Oh, it's black. Okay. Okay. I could die here. Truly. Pop this. Yeah, they still have 4 mana for the Spy. No. Come on. Oh, okay. Oh, that is unfortunate. So they get to take my Heritage Reclamation from hand. Rough. All right. There's a Jaspera. So they are in top deck mode at least. Nice. That's what I want to see. Okay. That's also good. So they know I have a Maelstrom Colossus. And let's play the Forest. Then, because if I play Colossus now, I'm fully tapped out. And I would like to have the Relic of Progenitus in play before I do that. So let's go Rumble. Bramble Worm, is that what I want? Do I want my next land drop? No, because my next land drop can be secured via Expedition Map. Let's just take the Bramble Worm, and then let's play the Relic of Progenitus, play the Expedition Map, pass the turn. The Masked Vandal is already in play. Ooh, that's a rough card to deal with. How many cards are you drawing, sir? 3. There's a Spy, a Quirion, and a Generous End. So Quirion comes down. You're just gonna hardcast the Generous End? Is that what's gonna happen? All right. Generous End comes down. Gonna take 3 points of damage. That is perfectly fine with me. Let's take your Lead the Stampede away. Let's crack this. Grab another tower. Cool. So Maelstrom Colossus. See what I get. It's fine. Ancient Stirrings is fine. Cool. Let's get an Ulamog's Crusher. I think Crusher is better than the second Relic here because the Crusher is going to actually be able to make like headway into eating their board, even if it's going to be a little slow. Oh, I'm 6 minutes behind. I got to be way faster than I am. Good golly, I just noticed it. All right, they popped a food token. That's fine. And don't love that. Okay. Yeah, that's okay. You do you, buddy. They took the Crusher. Interesting. So are you planning on just beating down? Is that what's going on? I'm pretty sure that they don't have this Generous Ant anymore, and I just made a mistake somewhere along the way. Kind of unfortunate that my Pulso Murasa doesn't do anything. But I mean, doesn't do anything as far as rebuying creatures for me. Well, better lucky than good, I guess. Play the land. I shouldn't have done this, because now I sort of told them that I have a plan. Should have just attacked first and then played the Crusher afterwards. They're just going to take the damage, makes sense. I'm not worried about taking 20 damage here from just attacks. Sure, Battlement is just more permanents that you get to sacrifice. So they need another Vandal, they need a creature in the graveyard, and they need a way to get the Pulse out of my hand. I don't have any sort of haste here, so I'm just going to do this. I am unfortunately 1 point away from lethal, so I can't force them to do anything right now. And I guess they theoretically can kill my Crusher, right? If they throw Generous Ant plus a bunch of stuff in front of it. Yeah, which I think is what they're gonna do. So that's 7.
See what we...
Okay, sure. That's not the end of the world. Do I kill the small dudes? Do I kill... Yeah, I think that's fine. Kill the Quirion Ranger, kill the Generous Ant. I think I'm good with that. And let's play the Candy Trail. See what we find. Top. So I draw, play. I have 2 mana left. I think I would rather just deploy the thing that they know about. 7. Yeah, there we go. Sure. I get to keep the pressure. I have another Crusher coming, and I still have the amount of mana that I need to do both Relic and Pulse. Hardcast, Sago Wildling. Sure. That just buys time. Let's crack the Candy Trail. Sure. Draw that Crusher. Sure. Draw for turn. Swing again. 12 life. So this is an attack for lethal. At the very least, they need to block something. Okay. Sure. Second main phase. Let's start with the Stirrings. Sure, I'll take a Colossus. Let's go with that. Sure, let's go with the Colossus. Colossus finds another Generous Ant. Now all of my creatures are lethal attackers, and I still have 4 mana to do everything if I need to. And we take Spy down. Hooray! That was actually pretty good. I believe we had 1 piece of interaction more than we needed because we still had the... I mean, technically 2, right? Because they couldn't beat the Relic of Progenitus in play. But yeah, that felt great. Oh, I can't continue now, unfortunately, because MTGO is going to go on maintenance. So I'll be back here once it comes back to finish up the league. But that was very cool. I really enjoyed that. That was a great start. And it's sort of proof of concept, right? Because let me just go back to the deck real fast. Yeah. Because when I cited all of this graveyard hate in, it's not even that I'm specifically gunning for Spy, but the relics are just really good against the terror decks. The Bojuka Bog is obviously good in a bunch of different situations. And the Pulsar Murasa is good against the Spy decks, yeah, but it's mostly here as a way that I can rebuy cards or gain life. It's just very versatile. And the Heritage Reclamation is just sort of like a charm, right? Because you get to hit 3 different things. Pretty good. Well, I'll be back here once MTGO comes back, and I'll continue with round number 2. All right, welcome back to round number 2. Oh, my thing's all messed up. Hang on. Let's try to fix this. I don't really know. Oh, it's because I reinstalled the game, I guess. All right. It's all weird now. I don't like this. Give me a minute. All right. I think we're good. Okay. So we are here on round number 2. We are on the draw against Kix, K1X. This is a hand that doesn't do anything. It's just lands and big spells. Okay, I have almost natural Tron. I'll keep it. Bottom 1 of the power plants. And I get to go Star. Oh, there's... Whoa, hang on. I don't want that noise. Let's kill that. Thank you very much. All right, so... Opponent goes Vault of Whispers into Blood Fountain. So we are likely against some sort of affinity deck. Let's go Power Plant into Star. Pass the turn. I don't mind drawing more Chromatic Stars and things of the like. Am I just getting rid of it or one of the lands? I think I'm okay getting rid of a land for now. Oh, okay. So it's not affinity or anything like that. I mean, I guess there is some affinity shenanigans going on. But seems like this is a mid-rangey deck. Okay, that's cool. So for next turn, I have Tron. And yeah, I'll take a Colossus. Because next turn, I actually get to go Crop Rotation into Maelstrom Colossus. That seems fine. Would have liked a Wretched Gryph as well. But the Maelstrom Colossus could be anything. It could even be another Wretched Gryph. Take 2. Another Refurb. I'll get rid of Chromatic Sphere. That's fine. Campfire. What is happening? Okay, Haunted Fangraph has the potential to be good eventually. Let's crop. Maybe this is a little greedy, but I already went for it, so, you know, it is what it is. Let's get this Colossus thing going, see what we're gonna find. Please be something good. That's not good. That's just an expedition map. Okay. I mean, I'm not going to complain about an expedition map, but I would have preferred it to be something a little better. So opponent gained 2 life. They went Thoughtcast. Another land. Sure. Cast down. All right. So it does seem like it's just some kind of Dimir affinity mid-rangey type of thing. I guess that's fine. I'll crack the map. I still think I'm going to be greedy here and I'm going to go for another Urza's Tower. Okay, I guess I shouldn't do this first. Let's play it proper because I might draw another one-drop thing that I want to do. I don't. Okay, so there's the green mana that I sort of needed. Let's have 6. The Wretched Gryph here is pretty decent at stonewalling the refurbished familiars, but there's a whole lot that can happen here. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
You got an indestructible thing. Yeah, I'll start off on the Candy Trail.
Yeah.
Do I want both of those?
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah, right? I just want monsters.
Yeah.
So crack. Guess I'm fine doing this. 7. Oh, I overpaid. Wait, there's no way I can do this differently, is there? I guess it doesn't really matter. So play the Generous Ant, and I'll just pass the turn. I would like for my Generous Ant to not die, because then I can guarantee that my Haunted Fangraph gets me another 2-for-1, either a Wretched Gryph or a Maelstrom Colossus. The Mistvault Bridge is annoying, but I guess eventually I am just going to overpower what my opponent is doing. Unless they start looping with something like Ghostly Flicker or whatever, I guess they are going to fall behind pretty fast here. Expedition map's not really what I want to see. I'll just crack this. Got one of my things back. Nice. I got the one I wanted. It is Christmas indeed. An Ancient Stirrings, okay. Wow. I almost whiffed on an Ancient Stirrings. That is insane in this deck. Holy moly. There's no point in attacking. I guess I could have attacked with both, but then my Wretched Gryph trades for a refurbished familiar. That doesn't seem great. Seems like my opponent's pretty flooded. Black Mage's Rod. Yep. And I already used my value land. And so now this expedition map only gets me like a Sajiri Step that I don't really want in my hand. Or other Tron pieces. I guess I should. Yeah, that's fine. I don't care about my graveyard anymore. I already used my one trick. All right, that's good. So I guess I'm going to start sending in. If you want to trade and start doing the thing, that's fine. I'm just going to do this so I can start clocking my opponent down. Sure. That's all fine. Okay, we're going to switch something here. I don't have mana for both of my monsters right now, but I can just Expedition Map, grab another tower, do the thing again, just to thin the deck a little bit and get more and more mana. Oh, we're gonna try to kill the thing. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I'm going to absolutely decimate their board, dang. Okay, so I guess they're hoping I can't do anything, like I don't have any more monsters in hand. Yeah, I don't have anything super crazy here. I'm just gonna get more mana. Cast the Brambleworm. I'll hold the other Expedition map in hand. Maybe I should have played it, because when they play another refurb, I want to discard that. Yeah, I guess that was a misplay on my end. They got both refurbs back, sure. Yeah, you can take my map. You can take my Boulder Branch. So their plan here is to grind me into dust with the Blood Fountains and whatnot. Okay. Don't want the map. Do want the Rumble. Let's get that one. Let's cast it. Can I get something like... yeah, I'll take another Maelstrom Colossus. I have the mana for it immediately. That's 6. No, wait. 7. Whatever. Let's just overpay. I'm okay. Good God. My Cascades have not been great. Honestly, I don't think I want either of these cards. Yeah, I think I just want things that either give me more things. So if I don't do anything, they get to draw cards. Whatever, I'm just gonna swing. They can kill either my Generous Ant or my what are words? Bramble Worm. I was gonna say Bramble Branch. That's not even a creature in the deck. Yeah, you can get your refurbs back. Your refurbs are gonna draw you some cards. That's okay. Yeah, I already have 6th. That's cool. At least I have this Eldrazi spawn in play in case my opponent is using something like Tithing Blade. Oh, they got a Kenku back? Okay. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. They are sort of desperate for blockers, right? Frostforge Bridge. Are they actually 3 colors, or... I don't think they are actually 3 colors, right? That's pretty good. I'm not going to complain about that one. I am actually going to cast that pre-combat, because if I hit a not this, I mean this is obviously good, but if I hit the trample dude, you're gonna counterspell me? What is this? I forgot the lady's name. You know the one I'm talking about, the one that gives my golems trample. All right, so opponent tanked for a long time and then cast an Abjure on my Bramble Worm. I guess that makes sense. I'll take a redraw here. Sure, I'll just hold that in hand. Am I attacking? Yeah, because I just lose one thing here. They can kill my Wretched Griff or my... They can kill one of my things. Yeah, I'll take 8 damage to your face. Or 6 damage, rather. Mistvault Bridge, very annoying, and I don't really have exile effects in my sideboard to deal with them. Sure. Equip, that's fine. Oh, I forgot to gain 5 life. Nice, that's the thing that I was talking about. Maul Splicer. Okay, that resolves, so now my Maelstrom Colossus has Trample. I don't think it matters too much, because I imagine it's going to get blocked regardless. I am just going to continue pressuring. My opponent still has the power to get rid of one of my creatures, and it is going to be the same one. I do get a damage through, though. So my opponent's down to 4 life now. Ooh, that's rough. That's a very good draw here. It's not only a redraw, but it's another redraw and a... Oh, God. Okay. Well, they're out of blue mana. Okay, they're not. Oh, it doesn't matter now, though. Did you... Okay, that's just a Cryogen Relic on the Generous End. That's fine. So I don't have lethal. I only have 4 points of damage. Okay, that's the last Maelstrom Colossus. I'm not going to attack now, but I am going to cast the last one. Another Ancient Stirrings is fine. We're doing a very good job of keeping the ball rolling. I'll take a Wretched Griff for sure. 5, 6. And I'm not going to play the Power Plant. I'm just going to cast the Wretched Griff here, and I'll set up for lethal next turn. What is this? Do you have like a Metallic Rebuke? Okay. I mean, that's fine. So I don't get my Griff, but I still get my draw. Okay. I cannot pay. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll hold the other Griff in hand I'll hold the Power Plant in hand to protect it from a possible Refurbished Familiar. There it is. So my opponent's at 8 life, and I have a lot of damage. Definitely more than 8. Yeah, you can exile my graveyard. I don't think I'm going to need to gain life. I don't think I need to do anything here. I'm just going to swing and see what happens. And I am going to swing with the Maul Splicer included. I think it's a pretty free attack. Yeah, we just completely overpowered my opponent there. That was crazy. But yeah, as soon as I was able to set up Tron, we were just so ahead of what my opponent was doing that it was great. Okay, so Heritage Reclamations are going to come in. I think I am going to bring in the Crushers, even though they have removal spells. They don't seem to be the fastest deck, so I don't think I'm going to have to worry about getting hit with too many. And again, if a removal spell gets pointed at a Crusher, it doesn't get pointed at something else. Now, the question becomes, do I want Bojuka Bogs? Do I want... Well, let's start with what I don't want, I guess, right? So the Boulder Branches can go. They are not going to be great. The Crushers are very good overall, I think. I don't think I want to touch this stuff too much. Maul Splicer is decent because it's multiple bodies, but then at the same time, it just gets blocked, right? So maybe the Maul Splicers can go. I would need to cut 2 more cards before I touch anything else. So what if I cut a Generous Scent? And what else? Rumble's pretty great. I guess I'll cut an Ancient Stirrings. And then do I try to play greedy and play the Bojuka Bog as like a singleton graveyard thing? I think I cut another Stirrings and I play the Bog. Because this is a matchup that is likely to go long enough where just Expedition Map for Bojuka Bog to get some value is very possible. Yeah, that's fine. So this is a turn 3 Wretched Griff that later on can develop into other things. I have a crop rotation at some point in the game. I think that okay, Bojuka Bog turn 1, sure. I think that in any grindy matchup, I feel fine with turn 3 Tron plus Wretched Griff. That's just so good. It's just a 3/4 that does so much. Of course, the Generous Ant here can be the green mana that I've been needing, or maybe I don't even need to do that. I'm just going to pop this immediately. Grab the mine. Take 2. Fanatical offering the token. Okay, so maybe they were looking for their 3rd land drop. Ratchet Griff. This card is so good. I love this card. Anytime I get to play this card and it is good, I feel happy. Have you ever played Ratchet Griff against like the Boris decks? Dude, none of their creatures can attack past it. Lightning Bolt doesn't kill it. Sure, they can Galvanic Blast it, but that sucks for them because they need to have the artifacts and then they need to waste a removal spell that is a clear 2/1. It's great. My opponent drew 1,000,000 cards up to 9. Oh, and they didn't hit a land drop? That's gotta sting. And unfortunately for them, I'm gonna start deploying monsters for the rest of the game now. Forever and ever. Opponent gets rid of a Refurb and a Nile Spellbomb. Sure. I think I'm cool doing this. And I don't think I'm gonna cast either of my cantrips just yet. Honestly, because I don't need to. And I would rather cast Stirrings when I have the chance to go like Stirrings into a Crusher. So I am just going to drop these Bramble Worm. And yeah, I'll pass the turn. I don't need to cycle my Generous Ant. Generous Ant can just be another monster. Man, the deck is humming right now. Again, it also helps that my opponent is doing like a slow, dirtily strategy here. Sure, don't mind that. Don't mind that either. Take 3. So, do I just play the Generous Ant here? I have 6. I can play Generous Ant and a cantrip because I have 8. I have either 9 or 11 mana. Yeah, let's go Rumble. I'll take a Colossus. And yeah, I'll cast the Colossus, right? Guess I could have cast the Chromatic Star first. Yep, that's good. That's definitely a hit. So I got 15 power in the air and my opponent's at 14 life. I hope you... Man, my opponent just said, man, this is brutal. I'm drawing well. Yeah, I agree. This is brutal. How do you deal with Wildfire decks? I don't know. I'm just gonna swing for lethal, see what my opponent wants to do. I'll try to stop that. Grab a Sajiri Step. Protect the Colossus. GG's, opponent. GG's. So that was pretty easy, I'm not gonna lie, but I think that was a very favorable matchup for us. If my opponent doesn't disrupt us early enough, I feel pretty confident there. Also, we just had easy-ish Tron game 1, and then we had easy Tron on game 2, and then we just never stopped playing monsters, which is what we want to do. So see you guys for round number 3. All right, welcome to round 3. We are against Digital Fiaca on the draw, and this is a hand that's not great, right? I never won the Sajiri Step in hand. The Candy Trail is not bad, but I think that I'll take a first mulligan before I consider keeping a hand that looks like that. This hand, unfortunately, is pretty bad. I'm gonna go to 5. This is a pretty good 5, so I'm keeping these, and then I guess I'm also keeping the Malevolent Rumble. So get rid of these 2. Oh, I'm not on the play, never mind. What is my opponent on? Elves. Okay. Elves is not an easy matchup for us because, first of all, we don't have Crushers game 1, and we also are pretty slow overall. Ooh, that actually hurts a lot. Dang. Okay, we drew another one at least. But the Masked Vandal turn 2 is rough to deal with. It is what it is. At least it wasn't like a Priest of Titania. Or even worse, like Quirion plus Priest of Titania. That would have been hard to deal with. And I don't have access to something like a removal spell or a wipe. There are versions of this deck that play the Pinnacle Kill shit, but I think that card is pretty mediocre overall. I would love to have some sort of like 10 mana deal 2 damage to all things. So opponent's gonna go Winding Way on their turn 3. Hopefully they miss. They didn't. Generous Ant, Priest of Titania, and Timberwatch. Okay. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna go well for me. Oh, they don't have mana. Wait, what? Oh, they only had a single mana. Okay. So at least they can't deploy the things now. But I'm not super confident that we're going to do great here. Okay, the Candy Trail helps. Guess I'll take my draw from this. Rumble. Can I find a power plant? I can. So play it. Play the Candy Trail. I can't start deploying dudes but I'm pretty sure that they are just gonna vomit their hand and I'm gonna be in trouble. So, yeah, right. So I go Boulder Branch on top, Colossus on top of it, and then next turn, that's my play. Colossus into Boulder Branch, and hopefully that's good enough to start clocking my opponent. I guess we'll have to see. I'm gonna miss my 4th land drop, but at the very least I'll be able to do something about it and try to impact the board a little bit. I think Elves is just gonna go over us, honestly, because that's what the deck does. It's just a faster linear deck to other linear decks in the format. There's the Priest. Ooh, Crashing Drawbridge is rough here, because the Timberwatch gets to come down next turn and start doing its thing. All right, Colossus, give me your dude. When you're able... Ah, come on! Did you really have another one? Dude, not cool. Double Vandal? Rough. So now the Priest taps for 4. The Timberwatch is gonna buff for 5. Yeah, I don't feel super confident here, honestly. But I know I've said that before, and it is what it is. My opponent has 5 cards in hand, guys. Of course, you'll have another one anyway. The 3rd Vandal, all right, yeah, whatever, that's fine. You hit another Timberwatch, you hit the 3rd Masked Vandal, what do you want me to say? Okay, so Crusher's gonna come in. Boulder Branch, get out of here. Honestly, I don't even know if there's too much I get to do. This matchup is pretty horrendous for us. Bog doesn't do anything. Relic doesn't do anything. Sajiri Step is just yours, right? Target creature you control. Yes. So not much I can do about that. I guess the Fangren Marauder can be good. Maybe the Wretched Griff is not great, because this is not really a game about card advantage. This is a game about being aggressive. I'm gonna try this, and it is just very possible that it's not... I mean, I don't think that this match is good, so I'll just try to keep a hand that does the Tron thing. Yeah, sure. Like, this is not great, but I get to Tron on turn 3, and hopefully I draw like a Crusher on turn 4, and I can try to go over what my opponent is doing. Elves on the play every time. I'm not gonna play coy, I'm just gonna do this, grab the tower, pass the turn. So there's the turn 2 Timberwatch. Not great for me, obviously. I don't really get to do a whole lot. All right, sorry about that. I had to go check the door. So play the map. I'll just crack it immediately. And honestly, I don't even know. I have the forest. I guess I grab another one. Sure. And yeah, I just gotta pass the turn here, unfortunately. I don't have a monster to play yet. What is this? What? Why? Are you just trying to be aggressive? Why would you play this? I mean, okay, I guess I'll take it. Play the thing. And then next turn I can go Stirrings first and hope I somehow hit a Crusher. The Bramble Worm is not bad here, at least. They only have 2 elves on the battlefield. Okay, that is starting to get risky, I guess. Maybe they just played the Hydra to have a Trampler? Could be. So I am attacking first. My opponent doesn't currently have something like a Well-Wisher, so I could theoretically race them. Dang, I missed. Not only I missed, I hit only lands. I don't love this. I guess I'll grab the Fangraph and play the map, play the Maul Splicer, so I can have a few different bodies in play. And theoretically, this is lethal, which is a good thing for me. But it's really difficult to attack into Timberwatch Elves. You're gonna hit one of my dudes, okay. I guess that makes sense, right? That they might be holding the Masked Vandals. So that's no longer lethal. And I could get attacked for 10. Sure, I'm not blocking that. You want to pump, it's your funeral. Another Hydra. Okay. Oh, that's good. I like this. So 6, play Fangren. I don't really get to do anything else just yet, but I do get to pop this, gain 5. We'll just get another tower. Nice. They know I have the Fangraph in hand. I'll just play the tower, and I'll keep attacking.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's an attack for 10. Nice. What is this? Avenging Hunter. Okay. I don't really understand why my opponent deployed the Hydras like this. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna kill my opponent, and it's gonna be funny. Crop, Sajiri, make my Bramble Worm unblockable. Swing for 7. Taste it. Nice. So at least we got a game there. My opponent had a really weird start, I felt like. But it is what it is. Maybe the Fangren Marauder is good enough that I bring it in, and maybe I cut a Maul Splicer. Even though the Maul Splicer is decent with the Colossus, it is just more of the same thing in a way. It's just like another type of thing that makes bodies and whatnot. I think I just need a bonkers hand against elves, and this is not it. Okay, so this is Chromatic Star on 1, followed by Ancient Stirrings on 2. This is not amazing still. I think I'll go to 5. Yeah, so I'm keeping this. Generous Ant gets to go. Probably Urza's Tower gets to go. Yeah, we hope. But I'm not super confident on the draw here. Okay, that helps. I am gonna go for the Stirrings. I want to find the mine. I do find the mine. That's pretty cool. So, at the very least, I know I'm gonna have a Tron by turn 4, and I have a Colossus to deploy. Priest of Titania. Strong, but they didn't have any turn 1 plays. That's nice. Do I just do that? Yeah, I guess I'll just play the Chromatic Star here. Because it's not a thing that they get to Masked Vandal, because I can just sacrifice in response. I mean, they get to Masked Vandal, but I just get to cycle it in response, and I can just leave it in play. Winding Way. Okay. Dang, what'd you hit? Hunter, Hydra, Timberwatch. Sure. Okay. Oh, I guess that makes sense because you don't want to discard it. But that's a very slow start, opponent. So I'll keep the star in play. Let's go Stirrings. Nice. Crusher is what I want to see. Okay. So now I'll just play the Power Plant. And then I'm hoping that my turn 4 Crusher is going to be enough to take over the game. It honestly might not be, but... Oh, God, I had F6. I got real scared there for a second. All right, Crusher. Bring it home. You're all I got. Yeah, sure. I don't care about the Avenging Hunter. Maybe I should have sacrificed the Chromatic Star. My opponent doesn't even have anything. It's fine. It's fine. So they grab a Forest. Timberwatch. All right. So they can't attack yet. And I get to do that as well. Okay, that's cool. So swing. Okay, they lose 2 lands. I guess that makes sense. Are you blocking yet? You are blocking. Cool. Okay. So now... what am I doing here? I have a total of 8 mana again. Am I trying to Colossus right away? Do I want to cycle the Chromatic Star first, maybe, in case I hit something like a Candy Trail? I'm just gonna go Rumble. 5, 6, 7, 8. I am just gonna go Rumble because if I find another Crusher, I really want it. Yikes. That's rough. That's not what I wanted to see. The map could be a Sajiri step. I guess I'm just taking the Generous Scent. And do I maybe want to play... No, I want to play the Colossus, right? Because they don't have any... Oh, they have a creature in the graveyard now. So... Yeah, so I do think I'm actually going to go for the play that's a little safer. That's okay. So play this. So 7. I will just play the Bramble Worm here. The Bramble Worm cannot trade with the Avenging Hunter, but I can race pretty well. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I knew you had another Vandal, you little trickster. Okay, take 5. Stop, there's more? You don't need more. Quit it, it's fine. I'm just playing Nyxborn Hydras left and right. Yeah, I don't get to block here, because if I block, then they just pump. Oh, they are pumping still. Okay, real aggressive. All right, so let's just swing out first. So I guess they might be losing a pair of lands here. They don't really need them. Yeah. Are you just gonna take it? Okay, that kind of sucks for me, right? I mean, it is what it is. No, I actually think I want to get rid of the Avenging Hunter. Sure. Okay, second main. We don't have a whole lot of mana here. So let's map. Grab the tower, play tower. Hope my opponent doesn't have the 3rd Masked Vandal, right? Because if they do, it sucks. Cast the Colossus. Can I cascade into something relevant? Nice, that is definitely relevant. That's an excellent cascade, actually. Because now I get to go Chromatic Star, and I have the Eldrazi Spawn to sacrifice for the final mana. Winding Way again. Oh, they missed completely, dang. No, they still had the Vandal. Why are you like this? You only have 4 of those in your deck. Stop it. I think that kills me, right? Insane that they still had the Vandal. Good lord. Yeah, that card's pretty good against me. Another Hydra. Good lord. Yeah, I think that just means I'm dead. I don't think there's anything I can do here because all of their things have trample. Yeah, they have like 16 damage. I can't really do enough. Dude, it's insane that they had the final one. God, that was so close. I can't believe it. Yeah, like I'll do the thing. Doesn't matter a whole lot. And I'm just dying. If they didn't have the third Vandal, I would have gotten it. I'm so pissed. 3 Masked Vandals? Come on. That sucks. Yeah, because without it, they couldn't even attack properly. I would have been able to eat up one of their creatures. I'm very pissed right now. Alright, let's go to round number 4. Alright, let's try to shake that loss off. We are now here in round number 4 against iliciccione. On the draw, I'm gonna mulligan this. Yeah, this is natural Tron with 2 monsters that I get to play. I'll bottom the Rumble, and then if I draw any other land, I get to Colossus on 4. Is this Elves again? God dang it. This deck is freaking everywhere. I'm so pissed. I was thinking maybe I should have brought in the Relic of Progenitus just because of Masked Vandal, but I feel like that's a card that just doesn't really do anything early on. If they start cycling their things, there's nothing I get to do, and I don't know. I'm just angry. Right. Yeah, do your thing. Oh, goody. 2 mana, draw 4, one of them being a Masked Vandal and a Generous Ant. Good for you, buddy. I'm very salty. I know I'm gonna play my Golem. My Golem's gonna get hit with a Vandal. Are all the Elves decks just playing 4x Masked Vandal main deck now? I hate this. Yeah. Yeah, play your Vandal. Play it now. Play it, it's fine. Of course, it's another Winding Way. Right. They drew 3 cards again. Must be nice. Can I get a Ugin the Spirit Dragon here so I can turn 4 absolutely wreck their board? That would be neat. Alright, I discarded the Sagu. Yeah, I mean, I'll start playing my dudes. Not much I get to do besides that, right? Maybe I should have just been playing the Crushers in the main deck. Who knows? Opponent's got like 8 mana here, 9 mana. Yeah. Should I? No, I was gonna say, should I be playing Gutshot in the sideboard? But then cascading into Gutshot is just such a blowout to myself. Cascade, take 1. Another elf. You can also play the Avenging Hunter. Yeah, I know. I'm good. I'm gonna go to the next one here. That's fine. Whatever. Okay, so Crushers, come in. Fangor Marauders, come in. What was it that I did last time? Cadiz. Do I just cut the Colossus as well? That seems kind of stupid, no? I don't think I got to cut Colossus. I just need it. Because I just need to try and go quick. Cut the Maw Splicers. I think I cut like a Generous Ant. Cut like a Rumble. I cut these first, right? I don't think cutting... or rather, putting Relic of Progenitus in is a good idea. So I'll keep one of these. I'm not going to cut Rumble. I think that card's too important. Yeah, well, let's try to draw a nutty hand and go to town with the Ulamog's Crusher. Can I get a turn 3 Crusher? It is possible. I just need to go Tron into Star, into Rumble, into the thing on turn 3. One of the things that I find pretty unfortunate about Monster Tron as a strategy is that we never get any new toys. The last card we got was the Brambleworm, and yeah, sure, it's good, but it was just like a downshift. I think this would usually be good. I'm not gonna keep it. Well, I'm definitely not gonna keep this one. Okay, so I need Star to be able to crop, to be able to Crusher. I don't like any of this, honestly. Maybe I don't crop. Maybe I keep the Candy Trail. If I keep the Candy Trail, I get to go turn 1 thing, turn 2 Candy Trail. Okay. Or maybe I don't keep the Star and I keep the crop in case I hit a forest. I think that's what I'm going to go with. No. Oh, well, I guess it can be. I'll just keep the other one. That's fine. Opponent mulligan to 6. All right. Power Plant. Candy Trail. I don't want either of these cards. Thank you very much. I want either a tower or a forest. That's not either of the cards I want. Yes. Okay, my opponent's not doing anything. What is your hand? Nice. Can I draw a 7-drop that I can cast? No, but I think I'll just play a mine and pass the turn again. No, that was a mistake. No, yeah. I think I messed that up. No, not really. I would have had to draw... What? Is your hand just Masked Vandals and Generous Ents? I mean, I'll do my thing. You haven't deployed anything, so have at it. I don't know what your plan is, but I think this is good for me. Okay, I don't know what happened. My opponent didn't play anything turns 1, 2, 3, and then just conceded when I played a Crusher. They probably kept a hand that was just Generous Ents and Masked Vandals, and that was that. Oh boy, that was something, huh? All right. So resubmit. I guess I would rather have the second Splicer than the Wretched Griff. At least we got one win in both of the Elves matchups. I don't think I get to keep this, unfortunately. Wait, don't I? I don't have a Crusher, but I have the Stirrings. I have the Rumble. Fine, I'll keep it. Yeah. So you decided that it's better to be proactive? Who would have thought? If you're an Elves player, I'm sorry. I don't hate you, I just hate your deck. Stirrings. Take the mine, I guess. Okay, so it is possible for me to play a Crusher turn 3. That's what I'm going for. I need my opponent's turn 2 to not be absolutely explosive. And then I still need to hit a Crusher. And I'm gonna have 6 looks, I believe. Is this just a Timberwat? Lead the Stampede. Okay, so that's a whole lot of card advantage, but that's not developing the board too much, which is good. Miss. They didn't. Priest, Vandal, and Hydra. That's really strong. Okay, they need to discard something. They discard a Hydra. That's okay. I mean, it is good, but it's not what I wanted to see. Rumble, Crusher.
Are they good?
No Crusher. I mean, I guess I'll take a monster. I can still top deck the Crusher for the turn 3 legendary Crusher. I believe. I guess I'll do the revealed thing here. I'm very crunchy today. Sagu Wildling? Alright. I don't think there's too much I need to do here about that. Okay, so I need... Why didn't you attack? You're just gonna cycle your ant? Nice! Yes! Let's go! So, power plant. Crop. Sacrifice this. Tower. Yes! Taste it! How do those Masked Vandals make you feel, huh? Are they good? Do you enjoy them? I'm so salty. I'm very sorry, but it's just really fun for me to do this. Again, I haven't won. I can't 100% still lose this game, but I would say that I am favored now unless my opponent has some crazy sequence of... Okay, that's crazy because that is basically a mana flare for them. That's just mana neutral. I don't know if they should have played that. Okay. So that's 4, 8, 9, 10. So they can play a Hydra that stops my Crusher, actually. I don't love that. And I imagine that... Okay, that's also just mana neutral. That's fine. They're just putting permanents on the board. I guess they don't have the Generous Scent anymore, and they're not going to have the Hydra either. I guess they can Hydra up one of the Vandals. Yeah, see, I'm still going to lose this game. Gosh darn it. This sucks. Yeah, whatever. Look, I don't know if I should have brought, like, Heritage Reclamation as well or whatever, but... you know. What am I even trying to do here? How do I beat a 9/11? I'm just gonna die to this thing because I need to attack into it. If I was on the play, sure, I think I would have been very favored here. But I'm just gonna lose to this because my Crusher is gonna suicide attack into it. I guess I'm playing this and playing the Colossus in case I hit a crop rotation. I did not. I hit just a Chromatic Star. Cool. But if I hit a crop rotation, at least I could have attacked with my Crusher safely. But yeah, this is just... I did the thing and it wasn't good enough. Oh boy. Yeah, you can just sacrifice a pair of forests, whatever. I hate this deck so much. Why are you like this, Elves? Maybe I should play like 4 breath weapons in the sideboard and try to do something about it. Nah, dude. I'm gonna go to the last round. Man, fuck this deck, dude. How do you have all the Vandals? All of them. I hate it. I hate it so much.
Fair.
Fucking elves. All right. I'm gonna go to the last one. If I get paired against elves again, I'm rage quitting. We are on the draw, on the play against Porydonk. I do not have Tron. I have a lot of things to try and find Tron. If my opponent is an aggressive deck, I have some life gain. I think this, even though this is not the start I would usually want, I think it's fine. I am gonna go with the Candy Trail first here, though. I don't really want either of these cards. I'm just trying to hit another Tron piece. Okay, Mist Vault Bridge. Sure. That's not another Tron piece. Am I taking a draw? I guess I'm taking a draw. I already am not gonna hit Tron on turn 3. Okay, we're just playing against Affinity. Okay, I'll take a draw as well. Chromatic Star. Sure. Stirrings. I guess I'll take the tower, right? It's what I got. And play tower. They know about it anyway. Play the star. I think I'll do this right away. Cast another one, looking for power plant. Don't have power plant. Do I want expedition map? Yeah, probably. All right. Oh, I think I hurt my voice saying obscenities about elves. That's fine. For once, I don't care about main deck graveyard hate. You don't have anything? Wow, that's unexpected. Do I want to maybe play against Metallic Rebuke? Honestly, yeah, I think I do. I'll just do this. Because I don't have anything else to play. So I think it's fine. Yeah, I know it's more likely that they had this. But I think that if I tried to assemble Tron this turn, I would have like 2 mana left up. Wouldn't have made a difference. And sure, Black Mage's Rod, it's fine. You can job select. Another Furnace. And Munitions is a little annoying, not gonna lie. That is quite a bit of reach. But I am going to hope that I just overpower that. Let's go for the power plant. Never want to draw this card. So, what are we at? 9 mana? Don't really get to double spell anyway, which means that I probably just go Colossus. Nice. Nice. Thank you, deck. Thank you, deck. Yeah, Mirror Enforcer is fine. I have so many monsters left over. Krark. Okay. So I'm not super worried about Krark itself. I'm just a little worried about toxin analysis type of shenanigans, which means that I guess I'll just swing. Again, I mentioned the Sajiri step, but it is possible that I actually want it. Okay, so I'll cast this because it dodges Krark. Ooh, that's nice. Yeah, I'll cast that as well. I have monsters. Would I rather have more monsters or a land drop? I think I'll take a land drop. Play it, play the sphere. Am I doing anything with this? Do I want to cycle it now? I guess I do. I'll just cycle it for a green right away. Sure. Pass. Sure. Galvanic Blast. All right. I am at 27 life, so I'm not overly worried about being attacked. But if my opponent has, what's its face? Toxin Analysis or a Hunter's Blowgun, it can get a little weird. Hopefully it's just Hunter's Blowgun. You're gonna, okay. Opponent gets to draw, gain a couple life. And theoretically, I don't need to play anything else here. I can just continue to attack with these dudes. If my opponent attacks me with Mirror Enforcer, I'm 100% blocking. No attack. All right. That is honestly excellent. Swing! Yep. Wretched Griff number 2. Cool. Play Stirrings. Less cool. I guess I'll take a map, because I get to go map, crack map, and then get Haunted Fangraph. Pardon me. Haunted Fangraph is pretty good in this matchup. And I do have a Boulder Branch and a Wretched Griff in the graveyard, so I can just do that, and I still have 4 monsters in hand. They Thoughtcast twice. Alright, there's the Toxin Analysis that I mentioned. I'll just sacrifice the Eldrazi Spawn so they don't get life from it. Do you also have the Galvanic? You do. Good for you. Refurb? Refurb. Honestly, just gonna get rid of the Sajiri step. Don't care about that one too much right now. Okay. Colossus. Chromatic Star is not what I'm looking for, but at least it's a redraw. Guess I'll go for the more mana efficient play. Drop the Boulder Branch. I got monsters, buddy. Let's go. I guess I really don't want to see a Blood Fountain. Blood Fountain would be really annoying here. Okay. Pops the clue, that's fine. Maybe I should have drawn with the Chromatic Star in case I hit a useless card. Enforcer is fine. Yeah, that's what I didn't want to see. Not going to get aggressive just yet. Okay. I guess I am doing this pre-combat because if I draw the Maul Splicer, I want to force them to use it. That's not it. So I guess I'll just use my mana here to cast Generous Scent, and I'm gonna swing. This crop rotation, I believe, doesn't do anything anymore. Haunted Fangraph's already in place. Sajiri's already in the graveyard. Sure. You're gonna shoot the Branch Golem. Okay. So I don't want to draw Boulder Branch, so I think I'll increase my chances of not drawing it, and I'll pop the Fangraph now. Oh, they have Nile Spellbomb in play. I didn't even realize that. Yeah, whatever. It doesn't change anything. So I guess they actually can't Blood Fountain, right? Okay. Oh, I could have cycled this, right? Gotten it back still. Yeah, I think that was a slight mistake on my end. Whatever. So those trade, but that was definitely a mistake. I shouldn't have done it like that. And I'm just going to pop this food token immediately. The crop rotation is just going to be fodder for a future refurbished familiar. Yeah, I think I should have cycled the Generous Scent. No, come on, not like this. Okay, that's the second Krark activation. Enforcer, refurb, sure. Maybe I should have held back one Generous Scent. And they have the mana for the Blood Fountain. I think I'm gonna lose here. Yep, I'm fine conceding here. I don't think I'm catching back up. So Heritage Reclamation comes in. Pozo Murasa comes in. Bajuka Bog comes in. Probably one of the relics, yeah. Fangor Marauder seems pretty good as well, right? That's so many cards to bring in. So let's think about this for just a second. Boulder Branch Golem can get out. Colossus is fine. I guess I can get rid of... Dang, 10 cards is so many. I think I'll cut the Bramble Worms because the Fangor Marauders are probably just going to be more efficient. Rumble is still fine. Do I maybe want to try and go a little slower on the cantripping? So maybe go down like 2 Rumble, 1 Sphere. I guess if I'm bringing in the Marauders, doesn't make a whole lot of sense to cut the Spheres, right? The Crusher is actually not bad. It sort of just dies to the same things that the other creatures in the deck die to, right? So what if I cut the Maul Splicers, bring in Crushers, cut a Forest to bring in the Bajuka Bog, and then maybe I cut all the Rumbles, get rid of a Relic. Yeah, let's try it like this. I don't know if it's great, but I've just been really feeling Ulamog's Crusher recently. This is not amazing, but I think even though there is the Sajiri in hand, I think I'm gonna keep it because I get to do a lot of things that I like. There's Trail, there's Relic, there's Cantripping. Yeah, nice. So, do I want both of those cards? I don't think so, because, yeah, next turn I think I'm just casting the Ancient Stirrings. No, maybe I am just taking a draw. Yeah, let's just take a draw. Okay, that's fine. Refurb, sure. Sajiri's Step is gonna bite the dust here. Fortunately, can't really use that card super well in hand. So, Forest... Stirrings, want the tower, take the tower, any order, play the Trail, Bajuka Bog can go away, I'll keep the Wretched Gryph on top, play the Relic, pass the turn. Okay, so I think overall this is a decent start, and then I just want to be riding the card advantage train. Play this, I can't really do it all, can I? So, Candy Trail first. See what I'm about to draw. That's cool. I think I'm fine hiding the Colossus on top of the deck. Play this, draw the Ancient Stirrings. And if there's another refurb here, I'll just discard the Generous Scent. Sure, that's fine. Swing. Play this, play this. Chromatic Star is not what I want, but at the very least it does mean that it is a redraw. So I have 3 redraws in play. I think I'm good with that. Nile Spellbomb. Sure thing, buddy. Another Nile Spellbomb. These are not great against me, honestly. I don't really know if it's good to keep them in. They do their thing, sure, but I guess they're just sacrifice things that sometimes have upside. I guess that's fine. Swing. There could very well be a toxin analysis play here. That was just a chump block. I am good with that. So, am I deploying another duder? Probably. But I think I might go for the stirrings first. I whiffed. Ooh, that sucks. I've never had that happen. Yeah, I guess I shouldn't have cut the rumbles, right? Because I did cut a bunch of colorless things from the deck. Dang, that hurt. All right, I should have cut the stirrings and not the rumbles. 5, 7. Sure, I'll just play this, do this thing. And I just did this so I could present lethal, because now I have 15 points of damage again in play. Fine. Blowgun. Yep. All right, sure. So they did the thing. That's okay. My Griff is still alive and kicking, which is great for me. Swing. Let's see where my journey takes me. Okay. So I'm in exactly the same place I was last turn. That's cool. I will actually play the power plant here, because if I don't need to crack the relic, I get to draw something with a candy trail. Ooh, the spell bomb is gone. That's cool. So I can draw something like a Pulso Murasa or the Haunted Fangraph. I don't have Panic Blast. Sure. I don't have lethal right now. Take a redraw off the candy trail. There's the thing that I mentioned. Swing. So I don't have mana to do it all. I guess I'll activate this. I'll take a redraw here. See if I draw something interesting. Oh, I just drew the thing. Yeah, I guess it's fine. Play it. I guess I'll play the map as well. Pass the turn. Podcast. Sure. Icor Wellspring. Sure. Another Krark. Yep. Is there another toxin? There certainly is. Yes. Okay. Yeah, well, sure. Crack this. See which monster I get back. The useless one. Cool. Crack the map. Thin the deck a little bit. Oh, I guess I could have gotten Bojuka Bog. I don't know if that matters too much, honestly. All right, monsters. That's not a monster, but that actually has some implications. No. It's here. Cast it. Play the forest. Activate this. Pass the turn. So the blood fountains don't do a whole lot. My opponent is at 5 life, which is conveniently exactly how much power Generous Ant has. Black Mage's Rod is a blocker. Ryogen Relic. Don't love that. I might want to pop this Relic of Progenitus pretty soon. Sacrifice a food token. Pass the turn. Nice, that's what I want to see. Swing for 5. Blocks, that's fine. Second main. Cast the Griff. Okay. Play the star. You're gonna go. Okay. Galv Blast the Griff. Sure. Make some mana here. Redraw. Play the land they know about. Pass the turn. There they go. Drawing 3s. Another Black Mage's Rod. That's okay. So my opponent already went through 2 Krarks, 2 Galvanic Blasts. Mirror Enforcer. Okay. Blood Fountain. Yep, that's fine. They don't currently have the mana to activate the Blood Fountain. You're gonna pop the Relic too. Equip. I guess that makes it so they get to do the trade. Good lord, eh? I guess I kill the Enforcer attack. Yeah. Unfortunately, I guess that's where I'm at. Kill Mirror Enforcer. Pop Relic. I do lose my own graveyard in the process, which is not great. Come on! One card away. All right. Sure. Pass the turn. Okay. So that's actually not the end of the world. My Pulso Murasa is gonna have text. Good luck. Oh, I don't have the green mana for it now. Rough. Sure. Pass the turn. Another Black Mage's Rod. The third one. Sure. Blood Token Cycles. Yep. Plays a bridge. You're gonna equip the rods. All right, there we go. That's a huge hero token. 4/1, triple rotted. Also Murasa. Get my Duder back. Deck. No deck. Fast turn. I got half of my deck to go, and I have so many things still there. Okay, so yeah, the Sajiri is gone, and so is the Haunted Fangraph. These things are gonna eat me alive if my opponent keeps stringing them together. Yep. I have cards for days to discard. Sure. I guess that's not great, because now they can trade with my Generous Ant. Ooh. Alright, I'm taking it. Down to 30. Gain 3. Could I? Pretty please pretty please draw a threat. Technically, that counts. So I guess my opponent is going to chump block with both of the refurbs and then try and get them back with the blood fountain. So I still have 2 Colossus in the deck, 3 Crushers, 2 Wretched Griffs. I'm just taking the 5s. That's fine. Sure. This is okay. They're just gonna do some swapping around. That's only 6 power. Finally. That's a thing that does something, and it is good. So 6. Oh yeah, I have all of these dudes still. Dang, I completely forgot about them. So if you want to block now, I'll gain some life. Always yield. Always yes. I would rather you didn't. Sacrifice this. Got the Bojuka Bog. I'll just gain the life now. So I am completely empty-handed. Up to 46. Nothing else to do. Pass the turn. Go on. And again, a reminder, we still have a 3rd game to play. No! No! I think. That's a 3rd Krark. An enormous refurbished familiar. 6/2. Alright. I got a monster too. Go, have at it. Pass the turn. No! Why? Stop. Oh, you just had the other one in hand. You just drew it. Cool, cool. Maybe I should have attacked first. Okay, there's also a Mirror Enforcer. Rough. That sucks. I might lose the game now. Yeah, all 4 Krarks, right? Krark, all 4. Yep. So I'm going to take 9 here. And then if I don't draw something immediately... Oof. I think we missed a point of damage there. Not that it matters a whole lot. Alright, I'm dead now. That's unfortunate. I think we drew pretty badly overall there, but let's go to the final thoughts. Alright, so what did we learn today that we can apply to the future and we can use to discuss? So, I really liked this list. I don't think the list is bad in the slightest. I do think we got unlucky getting paired against elves twice, but, and I want to mention this, we got paired against elves twice and we still were able to win a match both times, and we almost win a game both times, and we almost took down a match. If our opponent there in the last round didn't have the 3rd Masked Vandal, I think we could have been in a good spot. So that is unfortunate, yes, but it is what it is. Now, I do think that if we are going to be expecting to face elves this much, we need to take that into consideration. I think Affinity is actually a pretty even match. They do have a lot of card advantage, obviously, meaning that maybe we needed to have more as well. But we saw how Krark-Clan Shaman is just an insane card there and whatnot. Unfortunately, we do only have the Wretched Griffs currently in the deck that fly. But maybe if we had some other big monster, big flying monster, we could put that in the deck also. I do enjoy the current package of things. I do think this deck is pretty favored against things like Raleigh Red and other decks that rely on just attacking to win the game. I think that the biggest consideration we need to have right now is, do you want to be playing Colossus or do you want to be playing Crusher? Or maybe you want to be playing both? Because as we saw, if we are playing against Snuff Out decks, and again, Snuff Out decks are everywhere. If we're playing against Snuff Out, Colossus is better by a long shot. Getting another creature alongside it is amazing. Sometimes you even get a Wretched Griff, which is dope. A lot of the creatures in your deck are extremely well positioned against Terror. You have 5/7, 6/5, 7/6, 7/7, 7 powers split over 2 bodies in the case of Maul Splicer. 3 bodies, but you know, like there are 2 3/3s that can block, and one of them trades with a Terror. So overall, I think that's pretty good. If you expect to face Snuff Out, Crusher is worse. If you don't expect to face Snuff Out, I think Crusher is just far and away superior here. I think that in all of the games that we played today, Crusher would have been better. But again, it doesn't mean it's always going to be the case. The meta is very varied right now, and I do know that that has a big impact on choices for decks and whatnot. But I maybe would really like to have the Crushers in the deck, in the main deck, I mean. I do think that this is a deck that would benefit quite a bit from the Bonder's Ornament unban. I don't even think that card should be banned currently, honestly. What else do I want to talk about? Again, I guess if I'm not planning, but expecting to face elves, I should play Breath Weapon. Maybe I don't need Bojuka Bog, but turning the crop rotations into a trick versus Spy is just so good. And sometimes Bojuka Bog is just a good card to draw or even to tutor up with Expedition Map. I don't know. I think I need to think about this list a little bit more. I do enjoy how a lot of our games played. I hate elves. Sorry to all of you elves fans. That's the cold hard truth right now. Could be that maybe we should have like a couple of crushers in the main deck, and then I get rid of the Boulder Branch Golems. The Boulder Branch Golems are pretty unexciting overall. Maybe I just want to go bigger. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about it a little bit, but at the end of the day, I am always glad to be playing Tron. I might want to try something a little different for the next time I play Tron. I have been wanting to try a card that it's like a 3-mana mana rock that just generates a colorless, but if you pay like 4 mana, you get to investigate. So in grindy situations, you are basically paying 7 mana, the rock itself plus 4 plus 2, but you get to pay 7 mana every turn to draw a card. I don't think that's a main deck option, but if you're playing against Gardens, Jund, Affinity, things like that are just super grindy, I think it's very possible that you just want to have something like that in your deck so you can keep going. But that is all going to be for next time. Again, thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna plug the Patreon real quick. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more like it, the Patreon always has exclusive content that you get to see. You also get to support me, and that is very cool and very nice of you. You're a great person if you do that. I take any excuse that I get to play Magic the Gathering and create content for you guys, so that makes me happy. And that's it. I hope you stay excellent. I hope you have a great day. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.